Alrighty. Hi guys, welcome to 70 Podcast. Yay! Woo! We are back. I've been gone for like 3 weeks. I've been a little busy, but I'm back. And I have a really good topic that I want to talk about today. Today's episode is gonna be like chill, mellow vibes. Definitely ramble vibes. I've been thinking about this topic that I wanted to talk about um for the last 3 weeks, and I kept kind of going back and forth on if I wanted to talk about it or not, because honestly I'm tired of talking about boundaries. I'm tired of talking about like what it just setting boundaries with people, especially because that's something that I'm still actively learning. And there's only so much that I can say without it just being repetitive. But I really wanted to think deeply about this topic that I'm going to touch on so that I could just give you guys a little bit of different info while still kind of staying in the same realm of like what the topic is. And so that it could be something beneficial for you guys. I could switch it up a little bit. I can give you guys some personal examples, like just ramble vibes, just talking, right? Just talking. I miss you guys. I miss recording. I started sending my family a lot more like voice messages. So when I realized that, I was like, yeah, it's time to record again. I, I need to talk. I have things to say. so so we're back with another episode. And then for today's topic, I want to talk about the power of your no. Okay. I don't mean necessarily boundaries. I don't mean um being like harsh, like I kind of say in a lot of other episodes when I'm talking about boundaries, just being harsh on your boundaries. No, no, no. That's not necessarily what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is just saying no for the simple things that you just don't want to do, that you just don't think align with you, that you just don't think are going to work for you. And it's not because you have issues with a person, with a thing, with a place. It's not because they have issues with you. It's just because you just genuinely don't want to. You don't feel like it. You want to stay in bed today. Girly, I'm not going out today. You want to have a solo date. Babe, don't feel like seeing you today. I want to spend some time alone, right? Just saying no without guilt, saying no just to satisfy yourself, just to feel happy in your life, just to feel happy in your skin and what you're living and what your purpose is. And not always feeling like you have to say yes and not feeling guilty for not saying yes, right? Because that's something that, again, trace it back to all of the episodes. You guys can listen in all of the episodes. I actually listen to my episodes also. And then I have a secret for you guys. So I have the episodes that I post for you guys, and then I have my own personal episode. I think I've talked about this before. Like, I record personal podcast episodes just for me. Like, they're really just me venting, but sometimes I listen back on them and I'm like, damn, I've already kind of lived this experience, so I know how to, like, you know, do things now. Or, um, damn, like, I remember when that happened. Like, it's my way of, like, just keeping up with myself and keeping up with my life and keeping up with me without putting too much of myself out there for the world, and while keeping it personal and private just for me. It's like my diary, right? It's like my journal. So yeah. Yeah, guys, so just staying firm in your no's that you just simply don't want to do. Don't feel guilty on having to tell someone no, or having to tell someone you're just not in the mood to do what they want to do. You're just not in the mood to like engage. You're just not in the mood to go out. You're not in the mood to talk on the phone. You're not on the mood in the mood to like hang out. Like, you're just not in the mood. You're not feeling it. You don't want to, like, whatever that looks like for you. Just saying no and not feeling guilty, because I have learned that a lot of people don't care to say no, right? And you guys probably are watching and you're like, girl, please, it's so easy for me to say no. Like, y'all just overthink stuff too much. Like, because sometimes you could think people are dramatic. You're just like, you do too much. Like, that's like you're doing too much. You're thinking too much. You give people too much like voice and power and position in your life, and that's true. But it's something that everyone experiences, or everyone can experience in their own unique way, because we all have our own life experiences, and we all learn how to like go through life in our own ways, from our own experiences, from our own like surroundings, from our own environment, and from our own lessons. And so that's something that I really have learned to do these past few years. Like, just no, and not having to explain myself. No, I just simply do not want to do any of that. Like, it doesn't align with me. And that's also why it's so important to stand on your nose. Not because you're trying to set boundaries with the world and be cold and be like distant and just like shut yourself off. I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is like, if something doesn't align with you and it doesn't seem or feel helpful to you or helpful to your future, and that could be people, that could be places, that could be things, that could be decisions that you make, that could be opportunities that could be coming in that you don't feel like are for you. Like, it's okay to say no if you don't feel like they're going to be beneficial to you, because you have to learn to listen to yourself, to listen to your intuition, to listen to like that little gut feeling that you have. I know I always say God, your guides, and your ancestors, but you can also listen to yourself and listen to like from your past experiences. Is this something that I want to engage in? Is this kind of person that's showing me like these traits that I've kind of been around before? Is that something that I want to engage in again? Is this place somewhere where I want to be, where it's giving me the same vibe of something I've lived before? No. And if you don't want to like engage in them, then you don't have to, because it just simply doesn't align with you. And honestly, saying no and setting that little limit just for yourself, for your self-respect, for your morals, and for your values, it keeps you from a lot of trouble. It keeps you from engaging with people and with things that could probably end up hurting or harming you in some way. Not just physically, because that sounds like physically, but like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, it just saves you from so much trouble. It saves you from so much heartache. It saves you from so much worry, so much overthinking. Like, it saves you from your energy just constantly being drained because you don't know how to say no for even the small things. You don't want to share a drink? Babe, I don't want to share a drink with you. I don't know why that came to mind. I hate sharing drinks with people. So, you don't want to share a drink? No, babe, I don't want to share a drink with you. Like, that's something small, and people might not look at it as a big deal, but you just don't want to. And that's something that like actually I've had to say no a lot of times, because I know people are cool with that, but there's too much stuff going around in this world for us to just be sharing drinks and stuff. No. You don't want to like go out with your partner or with your friends tonight, like just saying no, like, I'm not feeling it tonight. I want to just be solo. I want to hang out by myself, or we can hang out somewhere else, or like making different plans, switching things up, like being open to kind of like pivoting. Like on Friends, and they're like pivot, pivot. Oh, I love Friends. That's one of my all-time favorite shows. Anyway, so just being able to pivot if that's something that you're okay with. And if you're not okay with changing plans, if you're not okay with changing like the opportunity that comes towards you, then just simply saying no because it doesn't align with you or with what you want out of life or what you want to see yourself in. So, learning how to like give yourself that value in any situation, no matter how small, and valuing your heart, valuing your mind, and making sure that they're both aligned when you're making these decisions, it'll save you from so much trouble. It'll save you from being around people and things, like I said, that are not beneficial for you. And it'll also bring in things that are beneficial and that are helpful. Because sometimes I like to think that the world is like testing us. I like to think that God and our guides and our ancestors, they're low key like testing us, like, let's see what this girl's gonna do, right? Let's see what she's gonna do. Let's see what she's gonna say. Let's see like how she's gonna react to the situation. Let's see if she's gonna stand on her simple no. And if you don't stand on that simple no, then now you have a headache sometimes to deal with. And I'm talking from personal experience. Like, I'm saying it, and there's like flashbacks coming to my mind, just a gazillion things that I have lived through because, girly, I didn't say no. Hell no, I don't want to do that. I didn't say it, and now it's too late. But now I know better, and now I can show you guys and explain to you guys better. Um, and so, yeah, this was a very quick episode. It's just something I wanted to put out really quickly, and I'm going to try to keep staying on top of my posting and things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it's even though it's a small message and it's a small task, that you learn the value of even your small no's, so that you can make good decisions for yourself. So you can make good decisions that align with you, with your goals, with your morals, with your values, and with the things that you want to bring in and accept into your life. Because letting something in that isn't for you is just going to open the door for a lot of other things that aren't for you to be brought into your life. So Just learning how to say no, period, no, period. No explanation. No, well, I think not. No, babe, no. And yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I hope you guys enjoy the end of the month of April, and then May is coming. I love May. I love the spring. I've said this so many times. I love the spring. I love the weather changes. I love the flowers. I love just feeling like life is coming back to life. And yeah, guys, so I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think. Toodaloo.